you think that the first unit guys got enough playing time this preseason? Do you feel like you need to? I'm sure guys like you and Cam and TJ don't really need it.
I mean, it's almost like a catch-22, you know, because like last year I didn't play any preseason. I had one of the best seasons of my career. You know, this season, Coach has a different approach. He wants his guys to be in there, be able to get their looks, and be able to communicate with the guys that we're going to be with throughout the season. So, especially having as many new faces that we acquire in the secondary, we want to make sure that we're on the same page at all times.
How do you feel that went, the whole communication and everything?
I thought communication went great. You know, we have enough guys, especially on the back end, that has enough experience and understand how important communication is and being on the same page at all times, so we don't give up any big plays or having guys running wide open.
I think we're all excited right now. You know, I told myself a couple times, like, now it's real. You know, I mean, you know, the chains are off now, so we all should feel happy about what we did in camp and ready to take on the Niners now. Now all the focus is on them.
What's been the difference this year for you guys? I mean, it looks like a totally different offense out there.
Yeah, it's the accountability that we're taking from each other now. You know, there's a lot of things that we changed. Coming into the season, there's a lot of things that we wanted to change just in general. Picking up from last year, you know, we went on that 7-2, I think, streak. We learned a lot about ourselves. We kind of learned our identity. We picked up a couple guys. You know, it was a couple key guys that I think that was a big pickup. I think A-Rob being in receivers room is probably one thing that stood out the most, because just to having that veteran guy in there and kind of showing them the way, I think A-Rob brings that a lot. You know, for the O-line, we got additions with Isaac and a couple other guys. Just them alone, you know, they're bonding a lot better. But just all of us in general, all of us is bonding a lot better. We're seeing our labor of work, is what we call it, you know, distributed for everybody, because it's going to take everybody. It's a long season. Main thing is just keeping everybody healthy.
What's your assessment for the preseason for you guys here?
We just taking it one day at a time, man. Just getting it going. Just waiting for the regular season, trying to get ready.
You know, Patrick was just telling us he feels like the defense and the team is overlooked. Do you feel that way? And maybe is that potentially a good thing for this team?
I don't really worry about the outside. You know what I'm saying? I don't worry about the inside. You know, just keeping the guys together and just working towards our goal.
You know, how do you think you've done so far this preseason? I mean, every time you look in the field, 26 has been somewhere around the ball.
I feel like I did well. You know, still can get better in the little things. You know, I'm just working, trying to be the best I can be.
Has this defense gotten enough work for the preseason? All the guys that are expected to make an impact this year?
I don't feel like it's never enough work. You know, everybody can get better at all the little things and the big things. So, you know, we're just trying to come together, gel together, and like I said, get ready for game one.
It seems like from the outside looking in, you guys are playing really good football right now.
Yeah, I mean, well, a lot of us, we've only played a couple drives, you know what I mean? And you can't just measure yourself in August. You know, you have to see, you know, teams make adjustments on the sideline and stuff like that. And so we've done some good things, but we're not satisfied, not even close.
One thing a couple of guys were talking about was communication. Do you feel like it is where it needs to be? Did you get some of those things straightened out? And do you feel like maybe, did you guys have enough playing time in the preseason?
Yeah, I think the biggest test will be come first game when we're in Siller Stadium, and especially for a defense when we're at home and the crowd gets loud. That's when we'll see how good we are at communication. But I think we made some strides, and we got to keep working it and keep practicing it.
You think you've proven enough maybe to get a chance to start?
I have no idea. I'm going to leave that to the boss man and the people upstairs to make that decision.
You hopeful, though?
Yeah, definitely. You know, you always want that for yourself, but I just got to keep coming in with the same attitude, try to get better every day.
Do you think you proved that you could be a starter? I mean, are you happy with the way things have gone for you personally?
Yeah, I'm happy with it's gone. You know, there's always still stuff to work on and improve, but, you know, I just got in here. I'm still trying to learn and everything like that, so I'm happy where I'm at.
How about where this defense is right now? I mean, the first unit saw limited action. Where do you think you guys are heading into that regular season?
I feel like we're in a good position. I feel like everybody's ready, everybody's hungry. We're making all the communication and checks. Coming into training camp, that was the biggest thing, communicating, getting our checks right, and I feel like we did that on the ones and twos.
I think that the culture we have is eat whatever's in front of us. You know, I think that's the mentality for us. You know, again, stepping on the field, you know, we're a cohesive group. You know, so the communication has been great. You know, and for us, it's just about continuing to ascend. You know, every time we step foot on the field, you know, we want to play our best. You know, and then we want to assess the tape, figure out what we need to address, and then go out there and perform again. And I think that's been our motto.
5 for 5, you couldn't have done any better. Do you feel like you guys had enough playing time out there? You think? only 5 series together?
Yeah, I mean, again, I thought that, from just kind of how we practice and our intensity within our practices as well, again, bringing it to game day, I think that we just have done the same and done what we've needed to do, again. So at the end of the day, I mean, we were out there for 5 drives, but I thought we had success. We were cohesive, we were communicating. We were checking off the boxes that we need to as an offense, But again, I mean, for us, that's nothing to go hang our hats on or anything like that. We have another couple weeks or so to go out here and put in the work before week 1 and prepare ourselves for week 1.
I know it's only preseason, but can the success carry over, the momentum carry over into the regular season for you guys?
Yeah, and yes, to answer your question, but I also think as a team, as a unit, we're in charge of that. So again, the way we go out here and practice over the next week and a half, the way that we approach, week 1, we're responsible for our own momentum, and it's on us to continue to keep stacking these blocks, and I was saying that during training camp, we were stacking blocks day to day. When we would get out there on the field on game day in the preseason, we stack blocks continuously. So, it's on us to be able to continue to do that.